Hello, everybody. Let's get this. Well, I gotta, I guess, get this to do this, don't I? Whoa! Let's just mute that. Jojo, Adam, V activated, Monique, welcome. Ah, all right. We have some stream announcements to make. We got a new schedule that I've been working on. We will not be doing any gaming stream tonight, but that is because yeah, they're about to go to work out here on these lines again, but that's okay. Boo! You got that right, Ken. The good news is they're going to have a couple of weeks off before they can go any further. So, this will be the last night of internet bouncing up and down. And you know what? That's all good because at the end of all of this, I end up with fiber optics, which is obviously much better speed. I don't know if they're going to charge me more for it or not, but I would actually be more than willing to pay, that if, that's what they're going to give me, I'd do it. I mean, definitely. So, here are the series that we're going to be doing. One, we're going to continue Fallout 4. I've got 8 or 9 or 6 or 7 episodes into that. That will remain. We started with the Australian Outback mod in 7 Days to Die. That will continue. Oblivion will continue. You have fiber optics? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it does. I get 900 download, but I only get like 60 upload. The upload's what I'm after. But anyway, Fallout 4, Oblivion, and 7 Days to Die series continues. The Evil Inside, that's going to continue. Obviously, that's going to be a playthrough. Neighbors, hopefully that does continue. That is uploaded, though. We have acquired Fallout 3. I don't know whether to do a series on that just yet. I think we'll finish Fallout 4 and then we will do a Fallout 3. I also have Fallout Vegas and I have Morrowind. Morrowind's going to play different. That might be a little difficult to stream because of how old it is and the fact that I would have to slow down my computer to get it to work. So, not really sure. But we do have 4 series that are live. We have one that is uploaded. I want to start a multiplayer. We'll get into that. JoJo, that's a $5 fine for you. I got to fine you because you're here, because you're like the king of fines. And if I don't fine you, well, that means Sheriff ate a mushroom, travel back. That'll be an uploaded series using Oblivion. That will not be live, obviously. That will be uploaded to its full extent. I'm playing this video back because I need to find a way to up the graphics on it. The game has now been moved to the M.2, so I'm thinking that might clear that up some. So, not going to be a long stream tonight, but I wanted to be clear as to what's going on streaming wise. So again, Fallout 4 remains. That will be a playthrough. As I said, it will be. Oblivion, that is a playthrough, and it will be done. The Australian Outback, 7 Days to Die, interesting mod. That will be done. It'll be a playthrough. I don't know quite how that goes. With the the different biomes. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's not. I'm not really sure. We only got day 1 done. The Evil Inside, that one will continue. That movie literally made me jump a couple of times last night when I did it. It was fucking hilarious. I enjoyed it. I do have some editing I got to do tonight too for Neighbors. We have the episode recorded. It's simply not edited at all. I mean, I wish it was, but obviously it's not yet. And we will hopefully premiere that either this weekend or this coming Monday. I hope you guys tune in and actually watch that and hit that like button, share it out. Um, and I hope you guys are having fun with the series. I mean, I don't know if you are or not. I don't get a lot of feedback on it. I wish I got more feedback from you guys. No? I would love to have that, what you guys think of it, what your thoughts are. Personally, I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun. I get to go into a character, and for that hour that we're recording, I don't get to be me. I get to be the uneducated Sheriff Hawks, which is it's fun, and I enjoyed it. Mr. Krabs, ahoy, ahoy. So we have 4 series going. I would like to bring back Fallout 76. That's the one I'm working on moving now. I've got to find out where and which hard drive that's on. I think it's the infamous hard drive C is where I think it is. But what I'm going to do is obviously try to guide where it goes. But I got to find it on C and delete it so I don't have one game interfering with another game. And that's actually what's happening. And it, believe it or not, it did the same thing to 7 Days to Die. We had to go in, find a folder, delete parts of the folder, and then guess what? We lost the last sheriff, which I was doing in vanilla, right? But we got the game back that was just disappeared, which was Neighbors. So, I mean, it had a happy ending in one sense, but not such a happy ending in another. Welcome to technology, guys, which I am not that familiar with. Sorry, but there's nothing better than a good old swig of Missouri sweet tea. I do have a news. I did speak to MDK. He is fine. He will be back. I spoke to him today for a while. Actually, I've been on my phone a lot today. I've spoke to a lot of people today. Discord was messing up and voice chat quit working. But guys, I think that was a Discord thing for those that are curious or those that were in there. Not expecting a lot of views on this, but I want to be clear about the schedule. I want Saturdays literally to be Fallout 76. That's the end goal. I'm going to assign the other one days, and Fallout 4 is going to have 2 days because it's a very long game. And when Fallout 3 takes its place, it will have 2 days because, again, it's a very long day. The multiplayer, I want to be a PvP. I want to use 7 days. And I don't want to turn anything off in it because what I want from it is not only do you have to travel the biomes, but you got to build your own, like you got to remodel a house and your horde base must be attached to it. But you can also kill and rob other players. So it's a PvP / PvE all in one. It's not teams, it's everybody for themselves. But I want it to be fun. Here's the rules. For those that want to join it, give me a message. Let me know you want to join it. But the rules are simple. You must find a house. Now, before it was always a condemned house. This time, I don't care. Any house, right? That you can take over. But keep in mind, it's going to be early game. You may not want to go for that high-level house. You can remodel it, fortify it any way you want. But your horde base must be attached. And if you don't want to find a house, you can literally build your own. 7 Days to Die, JoJo. So you can build your own house or you can take over any house, but that's the house that you have to remodel. And while you're doing that, you got to be aware of the other players because they're going to be in there. They can kill you and you can kill them. Guard your stuff. Pay attention because they can rob you too. They can take your stuff. They can destroy your stuff. So it's a total PvP, total PvE. The other rules are it is for fun. There's to be no fighting, no getting angry. It's a video game. You go in there, you have fun. You know, it's a video game. So if you die, not the end of the world. You're going to respawn, guys. If they steal something from you, it's because obviously they found out where your base was and they got you. So get them back. Or do more looting, get another base. Just remember, you cannot fight a horde from anywhere except where you live. It's going to be a small map. It's only going to be a 6K map. It's going to be random gen, so no one's going to know where anything is. I don't want any preset map to where somebody might know that map. It's random gen. No one is going to know that map at all. Horror games are making a comeback. When I'm done with the devil or the evil inside, we will delete it, mark it as streamed, and then we will start another. I've had a few suggestions in my suggestion box to bring horror games back. I have no issue with that, guys. I love horror games, but that cannot be all I do. I'm not exquisitely a horror game channel. I am a gaming channel who loves to play different games for fun. And I mean different games. We're not going to be stuck on these games forever. When the playthrough goes through, it gets replaced with another game. You will see playthroughs of Sunken Land, another good game. You're going to see playthroughs eventually of Scum, now that I'm slowly figuring it out. Looks interesting. Little different. Still no deaths, day 48. Well, that's because I'm not in there, Mr. Krabs, but if I was, you would have a death. I want everybody that joins this, go in there and have fun. Don't go in there under the guise of, I win. There's no trophy. There's no prize. Your prize is one thing and one thing only. Go in there and have fun. That is the prize. He didn't see that? Well, JoJo, now you got me scrolling up to look, huh? Huh? That gives me an idea. Uh-huh. Laughing my ass off Moni. Well, Moni must have said it. Wow. Nope. You could try that. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, not many other channels I know play the scary horror like you do. No, I have a tendency to flip the script on that and kind of turn it into a comedy because there's always a comedy aspect to horror. You just got to find it. No, there's definitely going to be some fines. That's that's automatic. Because fines are part of the humor of the channel. It is not for anybody to look at and go, I ain't going to that channel because I got to pay fines. You can tip the channel, like there's my tip line right there. But that's only to support the channel and only if you feel like it. They're not a requirement. But fines, they're the least of being real. Not real at all. But there's always going to be fines because I'm the sheriff. Now, that's not a prize, JoJo. In fact, that's another $2 fine for attempting to create a prize of getting out of fines. Plus, you're the king of fines. Why would you want that kind of prize? You wouldn't even be the king of fines anymore, JoJo. What would we do then? We'd have to find a new king of fines. And then you would come along and go, now, wait a minute. I used to be the king of fines, so now I got to go back and become the king of fines. Got to hang on to that title, my friend. So far, you're the king. Yeah, you're the king of fines. Got to hang on to that. Moni's really close to becoming, actually, I think Moni is the queen of fines. We're going to have to, like, crown you guys the king and the queen of all fines. Royalty of fine collections. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I may borrow an Xbox to ruin your day. You could try that there, Mr. Krabs. But I've had many a people try to ruin my day, only to find out that don't exist. Can't ruin someone's day that just plays for fun. It just don't work. That's what I play games for, because I enjoy them. I think they're funny. You're a rebel, a scaffa. Some have said, actually, you could say you have a litigious mind. A litigious mind. Well, I don't know what kind of mind I have. I just kind of look at life one day at a time, and when yesterday's over, I don't care about it. That's another $2 fine, JoJo, for trying to take my badge. There's only one sheriff, and that's me. No fines would be a punishment for Joe. You got that right there, Ken. In fact, Mr. Krabs, that's a $2 fine for you, too. Yeah, that's a $2 fine, Mr. Krabs. I don't have a reason for that fine yet, but I'm working on it. If you give me a second, I'll think of something. Hang on, let me read that again. Oh, yeah, you get it for being a rebel. It's a $2 fine because no rebellion is allowed here. Now, today doesn't count as a stream. This is just an announcement, and I do want to stream, but yeah, I just got that email right before I came on. I'm like, well, I'll just announce what the playthroughs we're going to do, what we're going to do with horror games. Once we finish one, of course, we will start another. I own about 50 of them, so we got a shit ton to go through. But now that requires a question. My old channel, where it was Mental State Gaming, did have what the hell they call that now? I done forgot. Dark Pictures Anthology. Should I redo them? Should I put them back on there? Now that means I'd have to stream them again. But if I did, is that something you guys would want to see? I have them all. Well, that's not a probably, that's a definitely. I'm going to set up traps and spikes and landmines, and you'll be lucky if, because the way I play, sometimes I can go gather resources to stay at my base for days. Robbing me might be a job. You might run into the sheriff himself going, oh, really? With a rocket launcher pointed at your ass. Because overkill. is always funny. I might even put fake floors that only I know are there. So when you walk in my base, pow, you fall down. New Vegas, I got to work on. I do have it. We will try to do a playthrough of New Vegas, Mr. Krabs. I do have Fallout 3 as well. I even have Morrowind. Again, that goes back before even Oblivion. Christy, how you doing, girl? But there's the playthroughs. I'll say it again, Christy, because you just got here. So here's what we're going to do. Fallout 4 stays. Okay? We will complete that playthrough. I don't know what side I'm going to be on because I don't. You'd rather see New Vegas than 76. True, but New Vegas is not a multiplayer. That's why I want 76 in there. It's the one opportunity to play it as a multiplayer when that's the only one you can do it in. But I want to do it where you're doing the missions and stuff. You know, I don't want to be the biggest guy in there and all that. So, you know he was going to say that about Traps, taking notes. Take notes, but I'm not predictable, JoJo, and that's a $2 fine for trying to predict it. So Fallout 4 stays. Oblivion stays. This is a remaster version, and we are definitely going to redo Oblivion. Or not redo it, but we will keep that going till the end, and I don't even remember how that thing ends. Okay? So Oblivion stays. Indubitably. Never quite got to do a full playthrough of the Australian Outback mod in 7 Days to Die, so that definitely stays. The Evil Inside, we've already started. We got one episode up, and that already scared the shit out of me. I don't know how many games I got that'll do that. That stays. Neighbors, for as long as everybody's willing to participate, that stays until we run out of the story, and then we'll start a new one with something else. So that's a given. I don't really have a lot that I can do. I'm going to start taking one night off that I don't stream so I can edit. I haven't decided what night that'll be, but that'll be the one night that you will not see Sheriff Hawks streaming. And, well, now you know why. Tansy, how you doing? No, Neighbors does stay. I love doing Neighbors. I think Jags does too. I really enjoy that to every extent of my being. I think that's fun. You'll be the one probably flying away with the rocket. Well, now that's another $2 fine for even suggesting you get to talk to Trader Jen. Don't be messing with my girlfriend. How much you bench? How much you bench? That is in commemoration of Thick 44. No Wild West mod? I hate that shit. No, I'm not doing the Wild West mod. I don't hate it. I don't want to do too many series at the same time, because then that leads to you start it but you don't finish it. And I've already lost The Last Sheriff, which was 7 Days to Die Vanilla. I've already had to start it over, and I'm not going to start it over again. I'll wait for the next update, and then obviously I will do The Last Sheriff. But I can't just keep restarting it over. I'm just not going to do that. Because that's it, you go from one to another. On a series like we had a mishap, it took us back to day 2. I can make that part of the story, and we did. But in a regular stream, it's a playthrough, and I can't make it part of it. So it's really hard. Black Forest, definitely. When it's released on the mod launcher, I'm not going to do it the other way. One, because I've never done it before. I don't know how. And two, if I'm doing it the other way, it means it's not completed, and you run into the same thing. You got to start all over again. So, I'll just wait, and when I see it on there, definitely going to stream the Black Forest. It's an excellent, excellent mod. I would like to go back in and do that ship that I was doing before the update. I was doing it on V1. I haven't tried it on V2. I don't know if that one has any effect on. It can't really because you're on a ship. So I'm not guessing that one had to go through a shit ton of changes at all. It's kind of got its own zombie pack and everything else with it. I don't know about weapons, but on that note, guys, hit that like button, share the video out if you can. But those are my announcements. Them are the ones that will remain. We have new ones coming. Again, Fallout 3 when Fallout 4 is done. That is coming. We'll take a vote on Morrowind. I want you guys to understand, Morrowind is before Oblivion. So you have two choices when Oblivion is done, either Morrowind or Skyrim. But you have to vote on one of those two. One of them. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Whoops. No, well, I got to go forward now. I lost a minute. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Definitely the wrong button. I went into somebody else's stream. I don't want to be there. Now, subscribers, we're down to 233. That means after my last video, I lost 2 subscribers. To those that did leave, if you're watching or you hear about this, I'm sorry you felt that way, sorry you left, and maybe you come back one day and maybe you don't. But that's the vote, guys. What would you prefer when Oblivion is done? Either we go before Oblivion, that would be Morrowind, or we go from Oblivion into Skyrim. I'll let you guys decide. So we got a little bit of time. Obviously, it's not going to be, Oblivion is a fairly decently sized game, right? But what would you guys prefer, if you don't mind me asking? Would it be Skyrim or would it be Morrowind? I don't know. You guys let me know. You got the vote. Tell me in this chat which one would you like to see. But we have to go one or the other. Mr. Krabs says Morrowind. Okay, I have that. That's why that option was put there. That sheriff is something. Christy, that's a $2 fine. I'm more than something. I'm a legend in my own mind, damn it. Jojo, Morrowind. Adam Frost, Morrowind. What is that? For streaming, Skyrim is actually better. For more action. Better, more action. It may have more action. I haven't played it in quite a while. I'd be just as lost in Skyrim as I am in Oblivion. Morrowind from Comma. That's actually Sparrow. But Morrowind is epic in its own right. You love the Elder Scrolls. Oh, you mean the online Elder Scrolls? I had that and I could not get it to work on my PlayStation. I do not have it on PC. I'm not saying I would never do it. I've never done it. That's a $2 fine for you, JoJo. Sheriff will need to find Bubbles. She has the cash. That's it, Christy. You're right. And you play Bubbles. That's a $5 fine. Read my last comment, please. Hold on, Ken. Let me see if I can catch you up there. Like I said, you don't know either game. Well, they're both good. And either way, I'm going to do them both. It's just which one comes after Oblivion, because that's like part of Elder Scrolls. Morrowind's part of Elder Scrolls. Skyrim's Elder Scrolls. Oblivion is Elder Scrolls. So, you know. He didn't read mine either, Red. What are you talking about, JoJo? I gave you a $2 fine for He's a Farty Pants. I read it. That's why you got another $2 fine. Oh, I read that. I gave you a $2 fine for that, too. Told you that's my girl. You can't be talking to her. Why am I there only 249 beans in an Irish stew, Sheriff? 249 beans? What the hell are you talking about, Mr. Krabs? That's a $2 fine for confusing the sheriff. I don't know, 249 beans. I don't know what you're talking about, 249 beans. I don't got no beans. Because one more, and it's too farty. That's another $2 fine for making fun of my gaseous ritus odoricious this vicious. Because it's a disease and I can't help it. So, yeah. Ha! Now, Fallout 4 definitely goes down to Fallout 3. There's a reason for that. Them are the two newer ones, okay? As after Fallout 1 and 2. Hello, Jags. How you doing, buddy? There's the one of the other stars of Neighbors. So we got 3 of 4 in here. I don't see MDK, but he's another. I want you guys to continue to watch that, but Fallout 3 comes next because I got to do a little bit of trickery before I can stream New Vegas. It plays funny as shit on this computer, but it's because of it is so old. And I'm pretty sure I may have the same problem with Fallout 3, which is possible. What medical book did you get that from? There's no medical book for that. Gaseous ritus odoricious this vicious just means you fart a lot and good Lord, hold your nose. That's what that means, Monique. There's no medical term for that. It's just gaseous ritus odoricious that's vicious. No, Christy, the wallpaper's built. That's another $2 fine, JoJo. And Christy, that's another $5 fine for you for encouraging JoJo to even get more fines. You're up to $10 now, Christy. You better get 2 jobs. You're going in the double digits on these fines now. In fact, you keep that up, you're going to be the runner-up for the queen of fines. Right now, that's Monique. She's the queen of fines right now. fire in Fallout always killed my PC in the RAM. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would have a problem with the fire in a game as old as that. I think if anything, I would need to reduce my settings more than I would need to increase them. Bubbles will pay it. Oh, no, you don't. You're the actress that plays Bubbles. That's your fine. And that's another $5 fine for trying to throw it off on an imaginary character. Now you're up to 15. That's what you get. You get $15 in fines. Because, I mean, I'm the sheriff that don't even know where his office is. But eventually I'll find my office, damn it. It could happen. You don't know. Maybe. One day I'll locate it. But there's the announcements. Them are the playthroughs and the order I plan on doing them. You're going to see some new horror games. Each time I finish one, a new one will come up because I got about 50 or 60 of them. Want to get them up there, but nobody ever answered my question. Most of Dark Pictures Anthology, other than Until Dawn, is gone. So, do you want me to replay them on Sheriff Hawks Gaming? That would be a yes, a not really. Did you all hear that? Bubbles is real and smarter than that, Sheriff. Oh, that's another $5 fine for declaring her real and smart. Are you kidding me? Here she is running around with an actual sheriff and a deputy, and she can't decide which one's the better of the two. It's clearly gonna be the sheriff, because that Jags guy is too young. Plus his name is Jesse. Sounds like Jesse James. Yeah, oh shit. I ain't got no fines. I'm sleeping in a treehouse though. Now you got a $2 fine for sleeping in a treehouse where the mosquitoes are. Take that, Jesse. Now you got a fine. And when I find that camera, you're getting a big fine. You might be the king of fines when I find that camera. And I will find that camera. That's true. Biters are out there and it's dark. I can't use my torch. It's a nightlight. So you're wide awake. I'd be wide awake. If that was actually real, I don't think I could ever go to sleep. If we all paid our fines, Hawks would be richer than Bill Gates. If you guys seriously paid your fines, I would probably have to check each and every one of you into a mental institute to find out why you're actually paying fines. They're just a joke. I don't care if you want to tip the family or tip the channel if you're able to, or you want to support it. I do care if you're tipping and you don't have the money to tip, then you should not be. I'm just happy that you're here, and that's enough for me. Tips go towards the channel always, or games. That's what I use it for, no more, no less. Oh hell, Sheriff, I'm gonna go to the store where them uniforms are. I'll grab you a dress. Oh, that's it, Jesse. I'm docking your pay. You know, I used to give you 2 can of pears a week for your deputy salary. I'm going to cut you down to 1 can of tuna now. That's what you get for messing with the sheriff of Nabasgang County. But what do you guys think? Should I do the Dark Pictures Anthology again? Do you guys want to see those again? You only get 1 fine, and I paid it, damn it. Really? Well, Tansy, that's a $5 fine for you. But don't pay it. There. See, I just fixed your problem. Now you got a fine that you didn't pay. Now you're like everyone else, damn it. And that's an additional $2 fine for not being like everyone else. Now you got $7 you didn't pay. Ha! There's no such thing as fair there, Jesse. Not when it comes right down to it. This is an apocalyptic thing in an alien stimulation. Fair is fair is fair. And unfair is also unfair. Because it's unfair. Yeah. Because that's what I said. Because unfair is unfair. And tuna's still good. Monique. Sheriff Hawks, the character, ain't got no logic. Well, come to think of it, Jesse ain't got no logic. Now, Bubbles might, but we ain't got no. That's it. I'm an apocalypto sheriff. And that's another $2 fine for calling me names, Jesse. Deputy. Snoop Deputy Dog Jesse James. I even gave you a last name, Jesse James. Oh, Jesse Jags. You're kind of like Jesse James. I'll be watching you. No. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to holler at you. I've already hollered at you for 40 minutes. Nobody ever answered my question. Do you guys want to see the Dark Pictures anthology on Sheriff Hawks? The only one up there is Until Dawn, which of course is not part of the Dark Pictures anthology. But I do have the Dark Pictures anthology. Do you guys want me to restream those in the horror genre? It's a simple yes or no. Maybe I'll donate for Jesse to have a nice blanket to sleep with in the closet. Well, you just send that donation right here to Sheriff Hawks there, Monique, and I'll make sure he gets a really good blanket. Because I'm just that kind of a sheriff. Until Dawn was the best, that's true. There is a couple of the Dark Pictures I like. So far I've liked them all, but my favorite is Until Dawn. I agree with you on that 100%, Deputy. And that's a $2 fine for you for picking out my favorite. You'll go with maybe. Maybe? And you sound like that guy in that movie. I said that guy in that movie. I forgot who it was. He's like, maybe, baby. Died laughing when he said that, you know. I appreciate that, Tansy, very, very much. Of course, you all know how I play horror games. I'm going to make fun of them in every way possible because it's just what I do. Only saying that because of all your fines tonight. You're only up to $20 there, Bubbles. Could be worse, you know. You could have made over $100 in fines. Just ask Deputy Snoop Dogg or JoJo. You do Batman in VR. Jesse the Dark Knight. Oh, no, you don't, Deputy. If there's going to be any Dark Knight in the Apocalypto, it's going to be the Sheriff. Now, we only speak English around here. The C and game. Especially on moonshine. Man, I haven't drank moonshine in years. But I have drank it. That shit, oh my God, you could blow a fireball with that shit. But I hope everybody had fun. I am, on the other hand, going to go ahead and give you all to the outro. Just keep in mind, those are the streams and the playthroughs we're working on. Neighbors stays. I'm having entirely too much fun not to do Neighbors. That would be the last thing on my mind to get rid of when that's something I've always wanted to do. And now that we're doing it, I'm having the time of my life, and I would like to thank Jags, MDK, and Christy for coming in and helping to make all that possible. Jags for agreeing to do it in the first place, and something that he's naturally very good at it, whether he knows it or not. But anyway, guys, some say Fireball. You are Fireball, Christy. But we are out of here. Well, not we, but I'm out of here. I'm going to give you all to the Farball. What the hell? No, that's Fireball. What the hell is that, Ken? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what we're streaming yet. Probably going to get back into some Fallout 4. No, actually, we're going to get back into the Australian Outback and then Fallout 4 because we've only done one episode of the Australian Outback. And yeah, so we got to do an episode of that. We got day one in. We certainly got to get at least, I mean, you know, we got to get some days in there, right? Doesn't work if we don't. That's how we all say it. That's another $2 fine. Hell no, we won't go. That's a $2 fine for you, Ken, for refusing to go when it's time to go. Get the hell out of my jail there, Ken. There's a town drunkard I got to throw in there. But we are, well, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Got a little editing to do. So, yeah, I did say furball once, huh? See, you guys are holding me up. Stop that. That's a $2 fine for everyone in this chat holding me up. And JoJo, even though you're not holding me up, you still got another $2 fine anyway. Just because your name is JoJo and you're the king of fines. Oh, and Monique, you get another $2 fine because you, ma'am, are the queen of fines. To the outro, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.